Welcome back to Black Skies Reviews. In this review, we're going to take a look at the new Joytoy officially licensed Warhammer 40k Chaos Space Marines Black Legion Narghast. This is a 1/18 scale action figure, and this is the packaging that it comes in. This is the front of the box with the Joytoy Warhammer logo on the top left of the video. The 15 plus is the age recommendation. We have nice artwork of the character, the Warhammer logo, and the product information on the bottom. On the top, we have the Warhammer 40k logo, as well on the bottom, upside down. Now it's right side up. And then on this side, we have the Warhammer Chaos Space Marines Black Legion and the copyright, if you want to pause and read that. And when you get yours will have plastic wrap on it. I had to remove the plastic wrap because we have glaring issues with the lights. Here we have product information, company information, other information, UPC, age recommendations. If you want to pause and read all that on your own time. Back of the box shows some product images, the contents, and we have the description of the product at the top. With that being said, let's go take a look at the figure in the clamshell. Okay, here he is all decked out in his clamshell. Everything's got a nice own slot, looking good. Here it comes with a trading card. Very nice looking artwork. Here's the back of the trading card, mostly done all in Chinese, except for his name. Okay, here is also the packaging. Looks pretty awesome. First impression was he's kind of smaller than the other ones, but man, he's loaded with some aesthetics, man. Lots of paint, a lot going on, a lot of sculpting going on in this figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Here's the head sculpt. Get this nice piece of hair just blowing in the wind on the top. Coming together with these little gray silver spikes there on that piece that kind of binds the hair together. A lot of gold on the top, a lot of sculpting in that almost like edged type design. Red eyes. He has a very kind of Mortal Kombat looking breather on his face. There's some hoses there on his side, done in the flat black and gold. Down on his chest, he has this wicked skull sculpted right there on his chest. That's really awesome. Then we have this ridges design here, X across his chest, and down through here we have that silver same design. It's a black with a heavy dry brushing of some silver to bring out all the ridges in that material. On this pauldron, we have this gold piece around the top, and then we have these spikes incredible here on throughout the whole pauldron. So if you do like a shoulder block, you're definitely going to penetrate, do some damage to your victim. On this pauldron, outlined in gold, looks fantastic. Chaos Space Marines logo. Down here, lower part of the character, we have this piece of like vinyls. A lot going on here. We have some chains, some chain mail, gold star. We have this clasp here for like his knife. We have this like buckle piece here with spikes on it. We have a grenade attached to that. On this leg, lots of that gold trim and that like that steel post looking design, spikes throughout. So on this side we have a like a pouch or case here. What's interesting about this is I think this is removable, but you can see how it's sculpted to where it kind of goes right across the leg, so it looks like it's all one piece. Nice tie here. This is actually 3D. You have the eye on the kneecap there. He knees you and watches you at the same time. Very cool. Some claws or teeth there. On the back of the figure, place for the backpack. We have this vent across the top. We have a thick pouch here. Back plate. You can see that wrap goes all the way around, even between his legs. It's not just for aesthetically on the outside. It goes all the way through. It's finished completely. That's a nice touch. This is a very nice figure. Not as big as the other ones we've taken a look at so far, but he is pretty awesome nonetheless. So for articulation, his head does rotate 360. Yep. Now this piece is removable, so you can pretty much position it wherever you want. It stays in there pretty good. But you know, whatever way you want the wind to blow, you can put it on the character. He can look up a little bit, down a little bit, side to side. For the arms, let's see what we got here. Okay, these pauldrons are their own little joints. They can move around to help you with posability. I'm just going to 360. It feels like a soft ratcheting in there. We have a rotation here for 360 inside of right in there. Right at 360 for the leg. We do have the double jointed elbows. I just pulled this piece out. Put that back in very easily. Very cool. For his arms, his wrist, up, down. And then we have the ins and outs, and all kind of directions you want. 360 rotation on both wrists. Chest articulation here. Goes side to side, back and forth. There's a rotation at the waist, but there's a lot going on his waist. You can see that turn. So it's a 360, but it's got a lot in the way, so I'm not going to tear it off just to do that. It's there for you guys. Under here we have thigh rotation. He can split his legs because of that pouch not so far on this leg. It's not too much on this guy. A lot of stuff in the way. Double jointed knees. Very cool. Tilts down, tilts up, side to side. You know, pretty much what we're used to seeing for all the Space Marines. I don't think, yeah, he has butterfly joints on his back here. See that how it pulls out and in. Helps with your posability, so that's pretty cool. Very nice. Overall, very nice, well-rounded figure with a lot to look at. He's going to have a nice present on your shelf, even though he's not big as the other Terminator figures of his group. But very cool. And you guys haven't seen nothing yet. Wait till you see his accessories. So let's go ahead and just get this the less exciting parts out of it. You have a closed fist hand. You have 3 extra hands. Closed fist hand, and then 2 open hands. So with that being said, let's get that out of the way. Let's take a look at his pistol. Man, this is very nice. We have gold maroon chain here, gunmetal color, 2 spikes, drilled in the front a little bit. Very cool. So he can actually shoot, he can stab, you know, upwards, downwards, because spike here or forward, and lean into that. So if he runs out of ammunition, if these guns run out of ammunition, I'm not totally sure, but you know, he can stab. Pretty cool. And he has the softer hand, so these should take no effort to stick this gun in his hand. And you can see here the finger goes right into the trigger. Very nice. Very cool. And you can use that wrist however you see fit. The wrist and the hands complement each other, which is very nice. Shoot down at your victims on the ground. Straightforward. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's go and take this weapon out of his hand, and we'll take a look at the next weapon, which is this amazing axe. So we have chaos busting through on his axe blade. This is really cool. We have the black with some silver dry brushing. Then we have this silver edge there. And we have this back piece for picking at, hose. We have this like maroon with a white wash over it wraps, and we have this gold spiky end here and here. Actually very pricky. And on this side, pretty much is the same. See while he holds that axe. There's probably a perfect, better hand for him actually in the other three hands, but we're just going to use this hand for now. And he holds it pretty good with that hand. I think he's wild. Very cool. Very nice. Like I can put up on his shoulder there. It looks wicked. I'm going to leave that like that for a second because I do like how that looks. So this is the part, gotta be one of my favorite things. This is his backpack, power pack, whatever you want to call it. This thing looks amazing. This silver screaming skull with those horns. These spikes are sharp, so be careful. And on each side here we have these very large, looks like human skulls, but I'm not sure what's going on with these teeth. They have them on both sides. It's really evil. And it just goes throughout the entire thing. We got some hoses here. Done very nice. And these are sculpted like that. You can feel this different ridges. Then we have the gold. These vents here. Different steps like coming down. Some more of that paint there on this side. We have the two holes. I think I missed a little bit here. Probably should add a little bit of paint there, but that's on the inside, but they usually do. But that's pretty cool anyway. This is it's probably the best backpack I've seen. This is killer. And all we have to do is get him. Be very careful with these things. It's like a breaking point for these figures. Let's see how the tolerance. Yep, the tolerance is super tight. I don't understand why they continue to be different. But they are, unfortunately. Let's see if I can move the camera a little bit. Okay, now got that adjusted. I mean, just look at that, man. Look at all the rich detail that's actually on this guy. Wow, I mean, that's all I don't know what else to say besides wow. The aesthetics on this guy is through the roof. A lot of paint. A lot to look at. That right there, man, is just insane. So this last accessory adds to all the other stuff to look at. This amazing looking knife. Follows through with the same color pattern as his axe. Gold spikes here. Red handle with a little bit of white dry brushing, gold spikes there with the wrap, this metal looking blade. Oh, that was sharp. That piece right there is even sharp. Some weathering, look like it's a real blade. Man, that's awesome. And then he can put this weapon right here. You gotta do it on the smaller part here, and then work it in. See if I can do it without knocking everything off. There we go. It's very flexible plastic, so it fits very nicely. So you can see that it fits right there for storage. And that's fantastic to be able to hold all his weapons. That's very cool. And like I said, you can put the other gun in his hand if you wanted to, just to have all of his weapons in his hands. And that's insane. I just pushed it out with my finger. So there he is, all geared up with everything he comes with, obviously, except for his alternate hands. But man, that's beautiful. This is a very nicely, highly detailed, highly painted figure. I can see why they're this one's at least expensive. they're all the same price. I think they're like, so US, you're looking at, you know, well, I should say China first, $65 to $75 on average. That's probably where you should be paying. Yes, it's expensive, but that's what I mean. That's the retail value. If you're paying any more than that, then you're probably getting scalped or on eBay or something. But these are still available as of this video, and that's about the going price for them. I don't think you can get it much cheaper than that. And I can understand with this guy, man, the amount of work in paint and sculpting into this kind of really justifies that high price, but I guess it is what it is, right? Wow, this guy's awesome. Just can't stop looking at him. Incredible. Very incredible. Nice. That's how thick this is. I think that they may be getting to very close to creating holsters for these guns, because that's thick. I mean, actually, I think if it didn't have these little extra pieces on here, that might fit in there. If that was open and had a cut piece here, they may be moving towards getting those working holsters, which would be awesome. I want to see that, and I want to see cloth material like this. When we have material on our figures from here, or the actual capes, I want to see that in cloth. That'd be awesome. And they would look fantastic. I mean, they look great now, but... Alright, that's about all I got for you guys. I highly recommend this figure for you if you can get him. He's amazing. High presence, high quality figure. A lot of aesthetics on this guy. A lot of paint, a lot of sculpting. Prices get a little steep. But these figures are getting ridiculously priced anyway. Regardless of what brand you're getting. This stuff is getting more and more expensive. So try to create these videos for you guys to see before you spend your hard-earned money the best I can to help out, I guess. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. Like and share the video, comment down below. Thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.